My dear, enough is enough. You have to stop this now. You've spent far too long crying over things that were never worth your tears. For as long as you can remember, you've let other people walk all over you. You've stood by, waiting patiently for others to give you the respect and importance you deserve, hoping they would take your opinions into consideration. But let's be honest, how often has that happened? For too long, you've allowed others to make decisions about your life, as if your voice didn't matter, and you've endured the consequences of their actions without complaint, even when those consequences were painful and unfair. You've sacrificed so much of your own happiness to keep others happy, thinking that this was what it meant to care for others. But what have those sacrifices brought you? Regret, low confidence, pain. It's time to put an end to this cycle. It's time for things to change in your life. You've given enough to others, more than they ever asked for and more than they deserved, and now it's time to give back to yourself. It's time to take control of your life into your own hands. You've spent too long listening to what others want for you, and now it's time to listen to your own heart. What is it that you truly desire? What makes you happy? What sparks joy in your soul? It's time to start doing things for yourself, to prioritize your own happiness above all else. No more sacrifices. No more tears because of others. You see, it doesn't matter who is by your side or who claims to understand you. What truly matters is whether you understand yourself. Do you love yourself? Do you support yourself? The world will always demand things from you, and people will always expect you to bend, to sacrifice, to accommodate them. But amidst all of this, you must never forget that you are your own greatest ally. You are the one who has to live with your choices, your emotions, and your life. So, love yourself fiercely. Support yourself unapologetically. Somewhere along the way, in your efforts to take care of everyone else, you forgot something incredibly important: how strong you are. You let yourself believe that you needed someone to lean on, someone to guide you, someone to make you feel complete. But here's the truth: you've never needed anyone else to complete you. You were born whole. You are a force to be reckoned with, and the sooner you realize that, the sooner you'll take back your power. If you decide, right now, that you will never let anyone else dictate your happiness or control your life, there's nothing that can stop you. Trust me when I say this, you don't lack anything. Everything you need to succeed, everything you need to thrive, is already within you. So get up. Stand tall. Take control of your life before it's too late. If you continue to let others make decisions for you, if you continue to wait for their approval, you will only find yourself filled with regret. Life is too short to keep waiting for others to understand you or to give you what you want. The harsh truth is that people rarely take the time to truly understand someone else's needs or desires. And you know what? That's okay. Because you don't need them to. The world may see people who sacrifice themselves for others as weak, as spineless. But I know better. You are none of those things. You are strong, resilient, and capable of so much more than you give yourself credit for. There is nothing in this world that you cannot achieve if you put your mind to it. You don't need anyone to hold your hand or lead you through life. You were born complete, and no one, absolutely no one, can take that away from you. Yes, people may try to put you down. They may try to make you feel small, to convince you that you're not enough. But you've proven time and time again that you're not someone who stays down for long. Every time life has knocked you down, you've gotten back up, stronger and more determined than before. That's who you are. That's the fire that burns inside you. So now is the time to show the world exactly who you are. Show them that you are not to be underestimated. Show them that you are not someone who can be walked over or silenced. You are strong, you are capable, and you are enough, just as you are. Take control of your life and never look back. The future is yours to shape, and the power to do so has always been within you. Life is not as easy as it seems, not for me, not for you, and certainly not for others. We all carry our own burdens, yet we often fall into the trap of believing that our struggles are greater than those of others. It's human nature to assume that life is unfair to us while it appears smooth and easy for others. However, this perception exists only because we know what challenges we face in our own lives, while we rarely see the full extent of what others go through. In truth, no person is without problems. From the moment a baby is born, life presents its own set of challenges, and as we grow, those challenges change but never completely go away. Think about a newborn baby. They may seem carefree, but even they have struggles. A baby cannot communicate their needs, which can cause them discomfort and distress. They can't express their hunger, pain, or exhaustion, and they depend entirely on others to interpret their cries. As children grow older, they face a new set of challenges. Going to school can be a daunting experience. Children often worry about fitting in with their peers, making friends, and feeling accepted. On top of that, they must deal with academic pressures, including exams, projects, and the stress of meeting expectations. For some, navigating crushes and early feelings of attraction can add an extra layer of complexity to their young lives. As children transition into adolescence and adulthood, their problems only multiply. The fear of failure begins to take root, and they start to feel the weight of societal expectations. Questions about their future and whether they will succeed in life can become a constant source of anxiety. Heartbreaks and disappointments in relationships are inevitable experiences that most people endure, and these can leave deep emotional scars. Physical health issues and the pressures of maintaining one's appearance can also become sources of insecurity. Many people struggle with the feeling that they are not as beautiful or as successful as others, and this comparison often leads to feelings of inadequacy and self-doubt. Family dynamics can also be a source of stress. Conflicts with parents, siblings, or extended family members can create emotional strain, while issues with friends can lead to feelings of isolation or betrayal. For some, financial struggles add another heavy burden to carry. Worrying about making ends meet, paying bills, or securing a stable future can consume a person's thoughts and energy. Beyond these external challenges, mental health problems often lurk beneath the surface, invisible to others but deeply felt by the individual. Anxiety, depression, and other mental health conditions are common struggles that many people face silently. If we take a step back and reflect, we'll realize that every person carries their own unique set of challenges. These problems may differ in nature and intensity, but for each individual, their struggles can feel monumental. It is important to understand that there is no universal measure of hardship. What seems insignificant to one person may feel overwhelming to another. This is why comparing our lives to others is not only unhelpful but also unfair. We see only the surface of someone else's life, not the battles they fight behind closed doors. Instead of comparing our lives to those we perceive as more fortunate, we should focus on appreciating what we have. If comparison is unavoidable, let it be with those who are less fortunate than us. This shift in perspective can help us realize how blessed we truly are. For instance, while you might be worrying about not having the latest gadgets or the perfect career, someone else might be struggling to afford their next meal or find a safe place to sleep. Gratitude is a powerful tool, it allows us to recognize the blessings in our lives and helps us cultivate contentment. God has given each of us exactly what we need, even if it doesn't always align with what we want. Trust His plan and have faith that everything in your life is there for a reason. When you focus on what you lack, you only bring unnecessary suffering into your life. There is no point in burning yourself out by constantly chasing what someone else has. Instead, learn to be content with your journey and your achievements. In a world filled with competition, finding peace and satisfaction in what you have is crucial for your mental and emotional well-being. Without this contentment, no amount of success will ever feel like enough. Sweetheart, always remember that you have an amazing life. Even on days when it feels difficult, take a moment to acknowledge how far you've come and the blessings you've received. God has been kind to you, providing everything you need to lead a happy and fulfilling life. Trust in His wisdom and embrace the beauty of your life. The key to happiness lies not in what you have or don't have, but in your ability to appreciate and find joy in the present. So, take a deep breath, let go of envy, and cherish the life you've been given.